Now, this is chapter number 4, chemical bonding, molecular structure, and new concept is topic number 4.3, to which is nothing but it is normally known as bond parameter. Clear? And now we will discuss here means all type of thing which is required. We can say that with respect to bond parameter. In case of bond parameter, first important topic is nothing but it is, we can say that bond length. What is bond length? The distance between either two same atom or different atom, it is nothing but it is normally known as bond length. बॉन्ड लेंथ क्या होता है? तो सी, तो बॉन्ड लेंथ का डेफिनेशन देखो. तो बॉन्ड लेंथ इज डिफाइंड एज द इक्विलिब्रियम डिस्टेंस बिटवीन द न्यूक्लियाई, है ना, ऑफ टू बॉन्डेड एटम इन अ मॉलिक्यूल. तो दिस इज डेफिनेशन. बॉन्ड लेंथ इज डिफाइंड एज द इक्विलिब्रियम डिस्टेंस between the nuclei of two bonded atom in a molecule. It is nothing but it is normally known as bond length. Now, how it can be measured? So, measurement of bond length can be done with the help of C, A, spectroscopy, B, X-ray diffraction, and C, electron diffraction technique. So, these are three different type of technique with the help of which here bond length can be measured. कौन सा? फर्स्ट वन इज स्पेक्ट्रोस्कोपी, सेकंड वन इज एक्सरे डिफ्रेक्शन एंड थर्ड वन इज इलेक्ट्रॉन डिफ्रेक्शन टेक्निक. विद द हेल्प ऑफ दिस थ्री टेक्निक वी कैन मेजर बॉन्ड लेंथ ऑफ एनी मटेरियल. नाउ नेक्स्ट वन, ईच एटम ऑफ बॉन्डेड पेयर कंट्रीब्यूट द बॉन्ड लेंथ. ईच एटम in any molecule, suppose if two atoms are there, then these two atoms will contribute in bond length. Three atom, so three atom will contribute in bond length. Similarly, if four atoms are there, then four atoms will participate in bond formation. Clear? Now, in the case of covalent bond, here we can say that covalent bond. In case of covalent bond, the contribution of each atom is known as covalent radius. Clear? Of that atom. देखो bond कैसा होता है? Two different type of bonds are there. Ionic bond as well as we can say that covalent bond. In case of covalent bond, you have to remember, see one thing, in case of covalent bond, the contribution from each atom is known as covalent radius of that atom. Now, covalent radius, see, the covalent radius is measured approximately as the radius of atom, है ना, atom's core, which is in contact with the core of adjacent atom in bonded situation. Clear? What is covalent radius? The covalent radius is measured approximately as the radius of an atom's core which is contact with the core of an adjacent atom in bonded situation. Clear हुआ कि नहीं? Now next one, the covalent radius is half of the distance between two similar atom. Covalent radius. The covalent radius is half of the distance between two similar atom joined by a covalent bond in same molecule. Clear हुआ कि नहीं? जैसा भी covalent कौन सा? H2 है. जितने भी element होते हैं ना, they are example of we can say that covalent bond. H2 है, फिर उसके बाद आपका Cl2 है, मतलब halogen वाला. Clear? अब देखो ऐसे ये तो covalent का आ गया. Now van der Waal. See here van der Waal radius represent the overall size of atom. Van der Waal radius represent overall size of atom which include its valence shell in a non-bonded situation. Clear? First one is covalent radius, second one is van der Waal. The van der Waal radius represent the overall size of the atom which include its valence shell in non-bonded situation. Clear? तो इसमें देखो मेरा बॉन्ड लेंथ है, तो बॉन्ड लेंथ में क्या है? टू डिफरेंट टाइप ऑफ वी कैन से दैट radius will come. One is covalent and second one we can say that here is van der Waal. So see this is figure. Here is A, molecule A, and this one is B. The radius of A is represented with the help of small r A and radius of B is represented with the help of small r B. So what is capital R? So capital R is equal to here r A plus r B. So what is capital R? So capital R मतलब bond length, total bond length. And where R A and R B are the covalent radii of atom A and B respectively. Small letter represent radii of individual atom, while capital letter represent radii of, we can say, that total material. Now van der Waals radius, here van der Waals radius is half of the distance between two similar atoms. Here we can say that two similar atoms in separate molecule in a solid. Clear? Again I am repeating. Here van der Waals radius is half of the distance between two similar atoms in separate molecule in a solid. While covalent and van der Waals radii of chlorine, here we can say that chlorine atoms are depicted in this figure. Clear? Covalent as well as van der Waals radii both and for chlorine will be depicted in this figure. तो see, देखो ये फिगर दिया हुआ है, तो जो सेंटर वाला ब्लू वाला ये कोर है और ये आपका टोटल है. Here covalent radii is 99 पिकोमीटर, टोटल कितना है 198 पिकोमीटर. क्लियर? और यहाँ पे आपको नॉर्मली कैसा हो जाएगा, देखो ये आउटर मोस्ट ब्लैक से ब्लैक वाला. Here we can say what will happen, total is 360 picometer, so van der Waals radii will be 180. Here 198 picometer, so this will include core, while we can van der Waals radii, so this is related with respect to outermost cell. In case of covalent radii, we are selecting here this core one. देखो ये क्या दिया है, here we can say that core, यहाँ से इतना ही डिस्टेंस लेना है. क्लियर? इसमें कोवलेंट है, जबकि आपका से जो van der Waals radii है, तो van der Waals radii में ही है, here we are taking, we can say the distance of outermost, we can say that cell. So here total radii is 360 picometer, divide by 2 करो तो 180 will come. So this is complete information of covalent as well as van der Waals radii. Clear? आपको याद रखना है कि in case of covalent radii, the core nucleus is included, while in case of covalent radii, core nucleus is taken, while in case of van der Waals radii, the outermost radii will be taken here. देखो फिगर में सी covalent and van der Waals radii in chlorine दिया है. inner circle correspond, ये देखो क्या दिया है, inner circle correspond to size of the chlorine atom. Here inner circle correspond to size of the chlorine atom. तो R ये क्या है, van der Waals radii, और RC क्या है, तो this is C covalent radii respectively. In this figure RC will represent covalent, while here means R है ना, R V D W जो है, it will represent van der Waals radii. This is complete information of bond length. Clear? Now see, in case of topic number 4.3 bond parameter, first parameter is again we can say that पहला मैंने bond length बताया था. Second one is again we can say that bond angle. In case of bond angle, first of all definition तो क्या आता है, angle between the orbital containing bonding electron pair around the central atom in a molecule, or we can say that complex ion, it is normally known as bond angle. This is definition. The angle between the orbital containing bonding electron pair around the central atom in molecule or complex ion, so this is nothing but it is normally known as bond angle. जैसे कभी जैसे ये water है H2O, तो oxygen is central atom and hydrogen is again we can say the terminal one. Clear? Here one oxygen will combine with two hydrogen, so whatever we can say that shape will be there, so this shape is related with respect to some angle. In case of water molecule, angle is 104.5 degree will come. Clear? Now next one, it is expressed in degree. Here it is expressed in degree, and how bond angle can be measured? It can be measured experimentally with spectroscopic method. So with the help of spectroscopic method, it can be measured easily. Clear? Now it gives which one? The bond angle. It gives some idea regarding the distribution of orbital around the central atom in a molecular complex ion, and hence it helps us in determining its shape. Clear? What is importance of bond angle? Then with the help of bond angle we can determine shape of the molecule. With the help of bond angle we can determine shape of the molecule. Clear? With the help of bond angle we can determine shape of the molecule. First point is definition, second one is unit and how it can be measured, and third one is importance. So with the help of bond angle we can determine shape of any, we can say that, molecule. मतलब shape determination can be easily done with the help of, we can say that, bond angle. For example, see, this is water molecule. Here two lone pairs are there. जो दो डॉट है ना, two lone pairs are there and two hydrogen. तो bond angle of HOH is 104.5 degree. तो आपको है ना ये याद रखना है, 104.5 degree. Clear? So this is second most important parameter in case of, we can say, bond parameter. Now third important point is bond enthalpy. तो चलो, what is meaning of enthalpy? Like enthalpy का मतलब it is related with respect to thermodynamic and represented with the help of H. So what is bond enthalpy? Enthalpy मतलब represented with the help of H. आप इसको ऐसे ही बोल सकते हो, energy. तो फिर से definition, the amount of energy required to break one mole of bond of particular type. અને કે type का मतलब अलग अलग आएगा. Particular type between two atoms in gaseous state. Here which state will come? Gaseous state will come. The amount of energy required to break one mole of bond of a particular type between two atoms in gaseous state. And see, unit of bond enthalpy is kilojoule per mole. Unit of bond enthalpy is kilojoule per mole. अगर मैंने आपको टाइप बताया, तो टाइप में नॉर्मली क्या आता है, जैसे चलो आपका सबसे पहले होमोन्यूक्लियर स्पेसिस आएगा. होमोन्यूक्लियर में भी बॉन्ड ऑर्डर में बी आइदर 1, 2 और वी कैन से 3. तो चलो फॉर एग्जांपल H2 है, यहाँ पे बिटवीन टू हाइड्रोजन सिंगल है ना, सिंगल लाइन इज देयर. मतलब हाइड्रोजन को ब्रेक करने के लिए हाउ मच अमाउंट ऑफ एनर्जी इज रिक्वायर्ड? तो 435.8 किलोजूल पर मोल. So this much amount of energy is required to break this bond. Which one? Which is present in between two hydrogen atom. Here single line is there. The gaseous state SaO2. So between two oxygen double line is there. इसको break करने के लिए 498.0 kilojoule per mole energy is required. Similarly N2. So between two nitrogen triple line is there. Here we can say that 946.0 किलोजूल पर मोल एनर्जी इज रिक्वायर्ड. देख, हाइड्रोजन में सिंगल बॉन्ड, ऑक्सीजन में डबल बॉन्ड एंड नाइट्रोजन में आपका ट्रिपल बॉन्ड इज देयर. ये जो ऊपर 0 लिखा है ना, वो स्टैंडर्ड कंडीशन है, एसटीपी. तो दिस इज सी चेंज इन एंथैल्पी फॉर एटमाइजेशन इन स्टैंडर्ड कंडीशन. चेंज इन एंथैल्पी है ना फॉर एटमाइजेशन इन स्टैंडर्ड कंडीशन. ये सब एक्सपेरिमेंटल डेटा है जो आपको याद रखना है. क्लियर हुआ कि नहीं? अरे मैंने क्या बोला था बॉन्ड एंथैल्पी में? द अमाउंट ऑफ एनर्जी रिक्वायर्ड टू ब्रेक वन मोल ऑफ बॉन्ड ऑफ पर्टिकुलर टाइप. तो देखिए सब टाइप है. टाइप में क्या आ जाएगा? हियर वी कैन से दैट होमोमोलिक्यूलर, हेटेरोमोलिक्यूलर. तो दैट टाइप ऑफ थिंग्स आर अगेन वी कैन से दैट इंक्लूडेड हियर. क्लियर? नाउ इट इज इंपॉर्टेंट दैट, सी, इट इज इंपॉर्टेंट दैट लार्ज द बॉन्ड डिसोसिएशन है ना, larger the bond dissociation enthalpy, stronger will be the bond in the molecule. If delta H value will be more, if delta H value will be more, it means stability of that type of given compound will be more. If delta H value will be more, if delta H value will be more, here we can say the stability will be more here. And if delta H value will be less, here stability will be again we can say it less. चलो अब मैंने कौन सा लिया? Here heteromolecular species. HCl गैस है, तो H और Cl के बीच के बॉन्ड को ब्रेक करने के लिए here 431.0 किलोजूल पर मोल एनर्जी इज रिक्वायर्ड. एंड व्हाट इज HCl? तो HCl is heteronuclear compound. HCl is heteronuclear. मैंने बोला था ना टाइप में, देखिए होमो आया, ये हेट्रो आया, अब आएगा पोली. नाउ थर्ड टाइप इज अगेन वी कैन से दैट पोली. इन केस ऑफ polyatomic molecule the measurement of bond strength is more complicated. Clear? Measurement of bond strength is again we can say that more complicated. किसमें? पोली में. देखो होमो में हेट्रो में इतना प्रॉब्लम नहीं है, but in case of polyatomic molecule, here to determine bond enthalpy, it is little bit tough for us. For example, चलो यहाँ पे हम लोग क्या लिखते हैं, in case of water molecule, this is water molecule, the enthalpy needed to break two OH bond is not the same. देखिए H2O में गैस है, H गैस, OH माइनस, तो डेल्टा A 1 मतलब फर्स्ट स्टेप 502, और यही OH माइनस इधर आ जाएगा, फिर से कितना आया, ये आपका सेकंड, तो 427 किलो जूल पर मोल विल बी देयर. अब देखो, दिस इज चेंज इन एंथैल्पी फॉर फर्स्ट स्टेप, सेकंड स्टेप इज डिफरेंट ड्यू टू चेंज इन केमिकल एनवायरनमेंट. अब ये केमिकल एनवायरनमेंट क्या है, तो देखो ये H2O क्या है, मॉलिक्यूल है, और OH माइनस क्या है, एनायन है. तो ये मॉलिक्यूल है, ये एनायन है, उसी को बोलते हैं ड्यू टू चेंज इन केमिकल एनवायरनमेंट. दिस वन इज मॉलिक्यूल and this one is anion. So here we can say that molecule and ions both are different. Molecule as well as ion. So see, ये क्या है? So this is, we can say that molecule and this one is ion. OH minus is ion and H2O is molecule. So due to this type of thing, here delta A H1 and delta A H2 will be totally different. Now, so this is reason for some. This one is again we can reason for some difference in energy of the same OH bond in different molecule, like ethanol and water. देखो ethanol में भी OH bond है, water में भी OH bond है, but here what will happen? Here delta H value will be not, we can say that, same. So therefore, in polyatomic molecule, the term mean or average bond enthalpy is used. Clear? Now, due to this type of problem, in case of polyatomic molecule, we are using one new term. So this is normally known as mean or average bond enthalpy word, and it is obtained by dividing total bond dissociation enthalpy by the number of bond broken as explained below in case of वाटर मॉलिक्यूल. तो हम लोग क्या करेंगे, एवरेज बॉन्ड एंथैल्पी, तो दोनों को प्लस करके डिवाइड बाय 2, तो दैट इज 464.5 किलो जूल पर मोल विल कम. क्लियर? देख बॉन्ड एंथैल्पी है ना, बॉन्ड एंथैल्पी, तो दिस इज थर्मोडायनेमिक टर्म. बॉन्ड एंथैल्पी इज नथिंग बट इट इज वन टाइप ऑफ थर्मोडायनेमिक टर्म, है ना. तो सबसे पहले डेफिनेशन, तो बॉन्ड एंथैल्पी मतलब एनर्जी विच इज रिक्वायर्ड टू ब्रेक आउट दिस बॉन्ड. Energy which is required to break out this bond easily. So this is nothing but it is normally known as bond enthalpy. But bond enthalpy is always associated. Bond enthalpy is always associated with respect to different types of compound. The types of compound में homonuclear species will come, heteronuclear species will come, and polynuclear species will come. In case of polynuclear species, the calculation of delta H will be little bit tough for us. Therefore, we are using here term average or mean bond enthalpy, जो कि हम लोग ने वाटर में दिया हुआ है. तो इसमें से रीजन आ सकता है, डेफिनेशन कुछ भी आ सकता है, और आपको सबकी डेल्टा एच वैल्यू याद रखना है. तो डेल्टा का मतलब क्या आता है, चेंज. ए फॉर एटमाइजेशन, दिस इज फर्स्ट स्टेप, और उसके बाद देखो फर्स्ट स्टेप में व्हाट विल हैपन, OH माइनस विल कम. यही OH माइनस हम लोग सेकंड स्टेप में लेंगे. Clear work in same OH minus we are taking in case of second step. So this is complete information of, we can say that, bond enthalpy. Correct? Now next important bond parameter is bond order. Clear? So what is bond order? So see, whenever we are writing Lewis dot structure, then during completion of here doublet and octet, है ना, doublet and octet, we can find out how many lines will be present between two either same or different type of atom. So this is normally known as bond order. देखो सबसे पहले ना डेफिनेशन आता है, यहाँ पे क्या करेगा, in the Lewis description of covalent bond, the bond order is given by number of bond between the two atom in a molecule. So whatever number of bonds are present between two atoms, so this is nothing but it is normally known as bond order. नहीं, जैसे ये हाइड्रोजन है, क्लियर, और ये दूसरा हाइड्रोजन है, तो यहाँ पे क्या किया, सी ये सर्कल बना, तो ड्यू टू दिस हियर वी कैन से दैट बॉन्ड ऑर्डर विल बी सिंगल। सिमिलरली अब देखो इन H2 सिंगल शेयर्ड इलेक्ट्रॉन पेयर, ये शेयरिंग है, तो बॉन्ड ऑर्डर इज 1, हियर वी कैन से दैट बॉन्ड ऑर्डर इज 1। इन O2, इन केस ऑफ O2, चलो यहाँ पे हम लोग देखते हैं H H O डबल बॉन्ड O N डबल बॉन्ड N ट्रिपल बॉन्ड N, क्लियर। अब CO मॉलिक्यूल है, तो CO मॉलिक्यूल में भी कैसा आ जाएगा, हियर वी कैन से दैट दिस इज 1 2 3 O एंड हियर दिस वन, इसमें से आपका नॉर्मली 1 2 3 विल बी देयर, तो बॉन्ड ऑर्डर विल बी 3। आपको लुईस डॉट स्ट्रक्चर आना चाहिए टू डिटरमाइन, हियर वी कैन से दैट बॉन्ड ऑर्डर, हियर वी कैन से दैट Lewis dot structure should be clear. So now, if we are comparing, see, if we are comparing here with bond enthalpy of hydrogen, oxygen and nitrogen, the bond enthalpy in case of nitrogen will be 946, है ना, 946 kilojoule per mole. So this will be highest for diatomic molecule. So you have to remember, in case of nitrogen, here change in ये क्या है, change in enthalpy for atomization standard condition is 946 kilojoule per mole, which is highest for diatomic molecule. तो चलिए ये तो सब ऐसा था। What will happen in case of isoelectronic? So what is isoelectronic? Iso मतलब same और ये इलेक्ट्रॉन है। In isoelectronic molecule and ions, isoelectronic molecule and ion have identical bond order. For example, F2 है, O2 है, देख F2 मतलब 9 और 9 18 और O2 तो 16 plus 2 18, इसका बॉन्ड ऑर्डर विल बी 1, क्लियर। सिमिलरली N2, N2 में 14 है, इधर 14 इधर 14 है, बॉन्ड ऑर्डर विल बी अगेन वी कैन से 3। तो सी यू हैव टू रिमेंबर इन केस ऑफ आइसोइलेक्ट्रॉनिक मॉलिक्यूल एंड आयन हैव आइडेंटिकल बॉन्ड ऑर्डर। आइडेंटिकल बॉन्ड ऑर्डर मतलब यहाँ दोनों में 1 है और यहाँ तीनों में आपका नॉर्मली 3 है, क्लियर। In general, see, a general correlation useful for understanding the stabilities of molecule is that with increase in bond order, bond enthalpy increases and bond length decreases. This is one of the important parameter in a general correlation useful for understanding the stability of molecule. Stability के लिए दिया हुआ है, clear। With increase in bond order, bond enthalpy increases and bond length decreases. आप ऐसे ही बोल सकते हो, यहाँ पे देखो बहुत important चीज है, see, the bond order is inversely proportional to bond length. Bond order is inversely proportional to bond length. It means if bond length will be more, the bond order will be less, है ना? Or in another way, if bond order will be more, the bond length will be less. And if bond length will be less, the here size will be less or small. Here size will be less or small. And if size will be less or small, the stability will be more. And if stability will be more, here we can say that reactivity will be less. So this is complete information in case of bond order. But see, in case of bond order, you have to remember here or how to write down Lewis dot structure. Clear? So this is one of the most important thing, that is bond order. अब जो नेक्स्ट पैरामीटर आता है that is resonance structure. तो resonance structure मैंने फॉर्मल चार्ट में आपको सिखाया हुआ है, क्लियर हुआ कि नहीं? तो what is we can say that resonance structure? See, suppose if we are writing any name structure, suppose if we are writing formula of any molecule, and see if more than one structure may become, then how we can find out which structure is correct and which one is not? तो for that type of purpose, here we are taking concept of resonance. तो पहले चलो first of all definition. A single Lewis structure is inadequate for the representation of molecule in conformity with its experimentally determined parameter. Again I am repeating. So many times what will happen? A single Lewis structure is not proper for the representation of a molecule in conformity with its experimentally determined parameter. That's why we are using concept of resonance. Clear हुआ? चलो फॉर एग्जांपल इन O3 molecule, O3 molecule can be represented equally by structure 1 and 2. तो देखो ये structure 1 है, 2 है and this one is structure 3. So whenever we are calculating here bond length, so here means between O and O single bond 148 picometer will come and here we can say that 121 picometer will come. अब मैंने structure 1 बनाया, आप बोला आपको ऐसा नहीं ये बनाना है, वो भी चलेगा, but see 1 and 2 को यदि मैं combine करूँ तो this type of structure 3 will come. The experimentally bond length of oxygen will be 128 picometer. Experimentally bond length of, we can say that oxygen is 128 picometer, which will come in between 148 and 121. Clear? चलो यहाँ पर स्ट्रक्चर 1 and 2 represent two canonical form. ये देखिए 1 and 2 क्या है? canonical है ना? And the structure 3 is the resonance hybrid. Hybrid मतलब middle one. And resonance structure can be always represented with the help of this type of arrow. Resonance structure can be represented with the help of this type of arrow, double-headed arrow. Clear? Now, in another way, we can say that if number of resonating structure will be more, so stability will be more here. If number of resonating structure will be more, here we can say the stability will be more here. So whenever we are observing the structure of ozone, then we can say that see, in both structure we have OO single bond as well as double bond, and here OO single bond, the bond length is 148 picometer and here 121 picometer. देखा आपको पता होना चाहिए इसी यहाँ पे बॉन्ड लेंथ, तो बॉन्ड लेंथ का जो यूनिट होता है, तो दिस वन विल बी अगेन वी कैन से पिकोमीटर. Here 148 picometer, 121 picometer, 128 picometer will come. Now experimentally determine OO bond length in ozone molecule are same 128 picometer. Experimental कितना है? 128. So thus the OO bond in O3 molecule are intermediate between a double bond and single bond. Like single bond का कितना है? 148. डबल बॉन्ड का कितना है? 121 और एक्सपेरिमेंटली कितना है? 128. तो 128 will come between 148 and 121. So obviously this cannot be represented by either of two Lewis structures shown above. जैसे 128 है बॉन्ड लेंथ है ना, एक्सपेरिमेंटल लेता है, तो this will never come in case of structure 1 and 2. That's why here structure 3 will come. That's why we can say that here structure 3 will come. Now the concept of resonance was introduced to deal with the type of difficulty experienced in the depiction of accurate structure of molecule like O3. So now why resonance, concept of resonance is required? The concept of resonance is required because so many times here, just for example in ozone, 128 is final bond length. 128 bond length will not come either in structure 1 or we can say it 2. Therefore here concept of resonance is required. यदि resonance ये structure नहीं होगा तो exact bond length cannot be determined. Clear? अब देखो, अब उसके बाद है ना आपका एडवांटेज आता है. फॉर एग्जाम्पल देखो, अकॉर्डिंग टू द कंसेप्ट ऑफ रेजोनेंस, तो देखो ये आपका क्या है? कंसेप्ट ऑफ रेजोनेंस. व्हेनेवर अ सिंगल लुईस स्ट्रक्चर कैन नॉट डिस्क्राइब अ मॉलिक्यूल एक्यूरेटली, a number of structure with similar energy, here energy should be same, then after position of, here we can say that position of nuclei, bonding and non-bonding pair of electrons are taken as the canonical structure of the hybrid which describe the molecule accurately. Clear हुआ कि नहीं? So this is requirement of resonating structure. Again I am repeating, according to the concept of resonance, clear, whenever single Lewis structure, whenever we can say that single Lewis structure cannot describe a molecule accurately, a number of structure with similar energy, here energy should be same, position of, here we can say that position of nuclei, bonding and non-bonding pair of electron are taken as the canonical structure of the hybrid which describe the molecule accurately. Clear? तो जैसे मैंने ओजोन का बताया वैसे ही we can determine here resonating structure of carbonate ion. Resonating structure of carbonate ion. And you see, you have to remember one thing. So what is conclusion of resonance? So first of all, see, so many time what will happen? Here we can say that so many time what will happen? Here what? See, with the help of same molecular formula, we cannot determine final structure or final bond length. Therefore, concept of resonance is required. तो we can say that conclusion. तो conclusion में आप क्या बोलते हो? तो resonance stabilizes the molecule as the energy of resonance hybrid is less than the energy of any single canonical structure. Clear? And second conclusion, तो resonance average the bond characteristics as a whole. Clear हुआ? आप दूसरे तरीके से ऐसे बोल सकते हो, if number of resonating structure will be more, if number of resonating structure will be more, here we can say that stability will be more here. और ये भी है कि हर मॉलिक्यूल में रेजोनेंस नहीं होता है, क्लियर? रेजोनेंस सब में नहीं होता है, किसी किसी में ही होता है ना? तो वी कैन से दैट रेजोनेंस इज एप्लीकेबल इन homo as well as heteromolecular species, but number of atom will be more than 2, then and then resonance is required here. Clear?